On today's episode, winter, it ain't done yet, folks. So put another log on the fire and...
Does everybody know what time it is?
Hey, welcome to Light a Fire Studio. Doing a little something a little different today. We're going to do a 3-year review of the Ariens Delxe 28. Now, this is my second Ariens. I like the product overall. My first one was a Deluxe 30. The predecessor now sits in the snowblower graveyard because that one was ran dirty and put away wet. It was used. The guy who owned it didn't take good care of it, but we kept it going until a relative finally put the last nail in the coffin on it, as they mistook the gear for the throttle in about 30 inches of snow, and they just put it in full gear, its highest gear, and they bent all the push rods, and we fixed that even and got it running again. But it finally came to an end. So up here, your winters are pretty rough. This hasn't even been a very rough winter, honestly.
Fred doesn't know what he's talking about. It's been a terrible winter. Super cold. But we got most of our snow at the beginning of the year, and we haven't got the spring snows yet. Here's some stats from some other similar elevations near us. And we don't get the snow they do, but 150 inches isn't bad. I don't know why we don't get the same kind of snow, but you'll have to corner a meteorologist if you can ever find one and ask him.
This is one of the better storms of the year, and here it is, April 5th, and we finally got some good snow, although it's been a consistent winter, just not a very rough. Now what we have here is about 300 feet just to the shop, and it's about 500 or more feet to do around the house and everything else. So for 3 years we've put this thing to the test, and this is year 3, and so I thought it deserved a shout out. Just going to do a couple passes with it, and you can see how it runs. As of right now, it's one of the best snowblowers I've ever owned. So see you in a minute.
To be honest, I wouldn't normally snowblow this little amount of snow, and we've had these kind of between 5-inch and 12-inch storms all year long. And normally we just shovel our way out. But it's April, and I'm getting tired, and I just had hernia surgery about 2 or 3 months ago. So I'm over it. Fire it up. Get it out of here.
Need some gas.
There are signals. Visibility 5 feet, 2 feet, no feet.
Hey, laser lips! Your mama was a snowblower!
Okay. Well, we're back, and I decided to just go ahead and bang out the hillside after I gassed up the hog. It does a great job. I mean, it doesn't take it down to the surface. What we have under here is called granite chat. We had it put down when we first moved in, and man, it has really survived really well. But when it gets wet, it turns to soup. And underneath all that is a nice layer of ice, so just a quick recommendation. Invest yourself in a pair cleats, chains, whatever you want to call them. Keeps you from falling down the hill. And it is quite a hill. I don't even know what grade that is. Anyway, so round 2, we're fueled up. We're ready to go. It's doing a good job. It's doing its job. We're going to head down to the shop. We're going to do all this. I'll just put you on the stand over here and enjoy the show.
The thing about Colorado snow is it heats up fast, especially this time of year. And if you don't hit it before the sun gets hot, that turns to concrete. And a snowblower is no good in that kind of heat. It just basically becomes a plow. It works, but it's not great. So you gotta hit it while it's cold.
That's about the size of rock that thing will chuck out of there, so be careful. I've seen it throw bigger too.
And that, as they say, is a wrap. Let's check out some pros and cons. And that'll do it for this one. 3 years in and going strong. Maintain fluids and change oil every year. It's lighter than the Deluxe 30, comfortable for people intimidated by these kinds of machines. Never needed chains, great traction, powerful motor, pull or electric start, all functions easy to use, strong auger, and I've rarely broke a shearing pin. Some cosmetic and safety features broke within the first year, and the pull start, well, it's kinda garbage, so sometimes you'll need to rely on the electric start. It's a poor engine design in that it allowed fuel to enter the oil chamber. It only did it once and I was able to do a quick oil change. It's very loud, and replacing the shearing pins is a pain in the ass. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll get back to our regularly scheduled program here in a bit, so stay tuned.